raise your hand if you're gluten-free and or dairy-free. That's me. And that's only actually, I'm going to be 37, and I think I've only been doing this for about 2 years. I had a lifelong history of stomach pains that would actually put me in the hospital, and nobody could figure out what was going on. I several times wanted to just have my gallbladder and appendix removed so we could just continually rule those out, because we would always be like, well, maybe it's gallbladder and appendix. And then I would have all this unnecessary testing, CT scans, HIDA scans, endoscopies, colonoscopies, all of it, to be like, there's nothing wrong with you. And finally, when I was 35, I got to a point where literally just I couldn't eat. A glass of water was making my stomach hurt. And I found a functional medicine doctor out in Pittsburgh that actually came recommended from one of my agents in my office, and drove 4 hours every week, once a week for 8 weeks, and was treated, and found out through extensive blood work that normal blood work labs cannot find that I was highly allergic to gluten and dairy and avocado, which also explained a lot. But nonetheless, I am sharing all of this because I actually am very passionate about functional medicine. I think, especially in real estate, we are on a lot. And when you serve others, it takes a lot of energy. And to do it well, you have to be at your best. I think that there is a blend of traditional medicine and functional medicine that's absolutely needed. I'm not knocking on traditional medicine. There's a place for it, and yet it did not serve me. Functional medicine, through blood work, was able to find out my exact needs and where I was low, what I was allergic to, what I didn't need more of. And when I started taking and eating food for what my body actually needed versus just taking some TikTok trend and being like, well, let's see if just taking a whole bunch of this random probiotic works for me. And I feel tremendously better. So 2 years later, I was finally able to put on healthy weight, which I have struggled with on a mental note, because it is, when you're used to being 107 pounds and now you're 120, like you had to buy all new clothes. But I do feel better and I have more energy. I'm not crashing at 7 p.m., which allows me to be at work, be fully present, and then come home and still be able to be fully present and do all the things that mom and wife need to do when I'm at home. And so if you are a leader or you are in real estate or any industry, I do highly recommend investing in functional medicine and figuring out what does your body actually need, and maybe even what does it not need, so you can feel at your optimal best. Book recommendation is Outlive. That book talks about this a lot. I just think it is the secret weapon of leadership, because if you do not feel good, you cannot lead well. I am a minimalist. I do not spend a ton of money on clothes, purses. I don't drive a super expensive car. What I spend my money on is functional medicine, things that make me feel better, like my Pure Barre membership and gym membership, the vitamins that my body actually needs, whole foods, and trips, because they make me feel better mentally. And I make my husband take me places because I like to travel.
True.
And emotional support coffee. Oh, and books, because books are an investment. Kyle Evans said books are an investment, so I invest in books.